Mudali was a colonial title and office in Ceylon. The Portuguese colonials created the Mudaliyar class in the 17th century by enlisting natives of different castes formed the coastal areas, who were most likely to serve the Portuguese masters with utmost loyalty. The Dutch continued the practice of the Portuguese. This class used the Mudali as a hereditary title. However, the British re-established a Mudaliyar class, with appointments that had the title of Mudali. This process was stopped in the 1930s when the native department of the British government of Ceylon was closed down. All official and titular appointments of Mudaliyars were made by the governor of Ceylon. Appointments were non-transferable and usually hereditary, made to locals from wealthy influential families loyal to the British Crown. History. Mudaliyar is a South Indian and Tamil name for first and a person endowed with wealth. The position was created in the 17th century by the Portuguese to function as a link between the colonial administration and the local populace. As they had done in South India, incumbents received payment in form of land grants and use of tenured service of the local population which they extracted for their own estates. The De family. A De family of Dutch and Malay ancestry had signalized itself in the late 18th century by posing as the representatives of the masses and, subsequently convincing the British rulers that they were from the numerous Govigama caste. This was a strategic move as it gave the British masters the impression that the De family had the backing of a large body of natives. It was also the easiest route to signalization as the peasant community was widely dispersed, still unstructured and without intercommunity networks or leaders. The first notable ancestor of the De family was an interpreter who accompanied the Dutch embassy to Kandy 1731 to 1732. Despite his advanced age of 71 years, this early De had to make the entire journey by foot as his social status did not warrant travel in a palanquin. For that, the De family progressively gained power and position by loyalty, switching religions from Dutch Protestantism to British Anglicanism and benefiting from the preference of British rulers to appoint individuals of unknown ancestry to high positions. By respectively collaborating with the Dutch and British rulers, the De succeeded in marginalizing the traditional ruling class. Governors Maitland, Gordon and others effectively used divide-and-rule policies and created caste animosity among the native elite. The De family eventually had a strong and exclusive network of relatives as Mudaliyars by the late 19th century. Later, through marriage alliances, the network extended to the Abayasekere, Diaz Bandaranaike, Ilungakoon, Alwas, De Lavera, Paris, Sirawadana and Sinanayake families. The Ponambalam Kumaraswamy family. As much as the De family was responsible for the rise of the Govigama caste, the Ponambalam Kumaraswamy family was responsible for the 20th century rise of the Tamil Valala caste. The ascendance of the Ponambalam Kumaraswamy family commences with a Kumaraswamy from Point Pedro joining the seminary that Governor North started for producing interpreters. Kumaraswamy passed out and served as an interpreter from 1805. He was appointed by the governor to a Mudaliyar position at the age of 26 and became the Jaffna Tamil with the highest government appointment. He played a critical role as the Tamil-English interpreter when the Kandyan king Srivikrama Rajasena of Kandy was captured in 1815. He was rewarded by Governor Brownrigg in 1819 for loyal service to the British Crown. There were allegations that he was not from the Valala caste. James Rudnim's research has shown that Kumaraswamy's father was Arumugampillai of South India who had migrated to Gurdaval in Jaffna. Ponambalam was appointed cashier of the Colombo Kacheri in 1845 and deputy coroner for Colombo in 1847. Many leading Englishmen were his friends, and it transpired in the 1849 Parliamentary Commission that he used to lend money to government officials. His three sons P. Coomaraswamy, P. Ramanathan and P. Arunachalam became national figures. This closely related and endogamous clan emerged as the preeminent Tamil family of the country and rose to national elite status. Despite their anglicized background, which propelled the rise, the family presented a staunch Hindu appearance and assumed the role of patrons of the Valalas in Colombo. However, many of its members, Muthu Coomaraswamy, P. Coomaraswamy, P. Ramanathan, married Western women. Ananda Coomaraswamy was married 4 times to Western women. They helped many young Tamils to secure employment in English banks and mercantile establishments. On the death of Mudaliyar Coomaraswamy's wife in 1897, the leading daily, the Ceylon Independent, wrote to her and her husband, "Almost every important Hindu family in the city owes its rise." Ranks of British Mudaliyars. Mudaliyars had several classes, of which the official and ex-officer were government servants, whilst the titular was awarded as an honour. The order of precedence: Maha Mudaliyar, Gate Mudaliyar, Artapatu Mudaliyar, Kacheri Mudaliyar, Kiral Mudaliyar. Official Maha Mudaliyar, also known as Chief Mudaliyar in Northern Eastern Province, head of the native headmen of the Low Country and native aide-de-camp of the governor. Mudaliyar of the Artapatu, in charge of jurisdiction of a district or area. Mudaliyar of the Kiral, in charge of jurisdiction of a Kiral. Awarded as an honour. Mudaliyar of the Governor's Gate, awarded as an honour. Mudaliyar, awarded as an honour. Ex-officer Mudaliyar of the Kacheri, head of the native staff of a Kacheri. Court Mudaliyar, heads of minor departments of public service, held the rank of Mudaliyar by virtue of their office. List of prominent Mudaliyars. Official Maha Mudaliyar, also known as Chief Mudaliyar in Northern Eastern Province, Adrian de Abreu Rajapaksa. Maha Mudaliyar Conrad Peter Diaz Wijwarden Bandaranayaka. Maha Mudaliyar Don Abraham Wijezing Haju Adin. Maha Mudaliyar Don Samaricone Fernando, head Mudaliyar of Portuguese Ceylon. Sir James Peter Abaya Sekeri. Last Maha Mudaliyar Nicholas Diaz Abaya Singh Amara Sekeri, head Mudaliyar of Dutch Ceylon. Sheikh Abdul Qadir Marika Muhammad Qasim Leb Marika, Chief Mudaliyar Eastern Province. Sir Solomon Diaz Bandaranayke, head Mudaliyar. William Mahoti Mane Singh, aide-de-camp to the British Governor and Mudaliyar of Negumbo. Edmund Roland Gunaratna, acting Maha Mudaliyar and formerly Gate Mudaliyar and Artapatu Mudaliyar of Gaul. Awarded as an honour. Gate Mudaliyar Abraham Mendes Gunasakara, Gate Mudaliyar. Alexander Edmund da Silva Vijay Gunaratna Samarawira Rajapaksa OBE of Negumbo. Gate Mudaliyar Aramugampalai Coomaraswamy of Point Pedro. Gate Mudaliyar Arunachalam Ponambalam of Manipay. Gate Mudaliyar Babu Hakim Mudalif of Magampatuwa. Gate Mudaliyar Baba Thajal Arafandul of Hambanta. To Gate Mudaliyar Edmund Peres, J.P. Mudaliyar of Kalutara. Gate Mudaliyar James Edward Courier of Chilor Jeronis de Soiza des Anayake. First Gate Mudaliyar outside of government service. Gate Mudaliyar Muhammad Samsudin Karyapa of Akrai Patu. Mudaliyar Abubakar Mudaliyar of Gaul. Mudaliyar Ahmad Leb Sinaleb of Batikaloa D. Rania Gala Louis Pires Samara Singh Siriwadana. Mudaliyar Don Pires We Racing A of New Shagada. Mudaliyar Don Spata Sinana Yake of Botel. Mudaliyar Jada S.W. Rajapaksa, J.P. of Negumbo. Shanmugam Tambia Mudaliyar of Manipay.